Welcome to Voices That Lead, the podcast where Caribbean voices share the stories, the lessons, and leadership insights that shape great communicators. As we count down to Toastmasters District Conference in Jamaica this May, we're bringing you conversations with speakers, with leaders, and change makers who understand the power of communication. Whether you're a seasoned Toastmaster or someone who just simply wants to become a better speaker, this podcast is for you. And in this, our first podcast, I'd like to welcome our conference chair, who is a very vivacious and dedicated lady, Miss Janet Plummer. Toastmaster Janet, distinguished Toastmaster Janet Plummer.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
Good evening and welcome.
Thank you. Good evening to you too.
We also have with us our chair of the Education Committee, Mrs. Molly Plummer Henry, Toastmaster Plummer Henry. Howdy.
Afternoon.
It's good to have you. Good to have you. And last but by no means least, we have Melanie Mullings Arnold, our chair of the Events Committee. And he's in the background. Yes. Welcome, Melanie. And in the background, we have Toastmaster Brian Paris. He's our chair of the Logistics Committee, and he is just our guide and our friend this evening, making sure we do all that we need to do and we do it well. So welcome, everyone. Let's begin with our conference chair, Toastmaster Plummer. Conference 2026. This is going to be quite a historic event. Tell us why.
It is going to be quite an historic event because Conference 2026 will be the last for District 81. After June 30, 2026, District 81 will be no more because we're going to transition into two separate districts come July 1. So it is very important that everybody who is a Toastmaster or who is not a Toastmaster, who wants to experience learning and camaraderie, they should attend this final conference under the District 81 banner.
And District 81 has been around for how many years?
District 81 has been around for about 23 years because they started officially in 2003. And the very first meeting to form the district was actually held here in Jamaica. So that's another part of history. So it's actually, it's like a full circle moment. We're coming back. We're ending where we started.
And I take it this move is because we have grown significantly and now we're going to, break into two separate
So the
sections,
Toastmasters
regions.
organization has grown significantly, and in order to ensure that the management of the teams, that we do not have too many persons, just like a classroom. You wouldn't want your classroom to have too many students because the teachers would not be able to give each person the attention they needed. And it is something similar. We do not want our districts to be too large so that persons get lost, because the members are important to this organization and each member must feel that they matter. And in order for them to get that feeling, we need to have a closer group. So that's part of the reason why we're separating.
Okay, so, and we're talking about what, 17, 16, 17 territories in the region? I know we're all the way in Puerto Rico and down Trinidad,
There's actually
Guyana.
29 territories.
29 countries?
29 territories in District 81. And then we're going to be joined by some other persons to form other territories to form the new districts.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now, take us to Conference 2026. Why should people attend outside of the fact that it is going to be a historic conference, the last for District 81? What are people expected to gain by being a part of this conference?
people are going to expect, or they will get, 5 full days of education sessions, events, gala events, tours, and speech contests, which are the flagship of the Toastmasters learning program, where persons, because we learn how to speak and develop our leadership skills, when we come to contests, that is the way to demonstrate that you have actually learned some of the lessons in leadership and in speaking, and knowing how to convince your audience that the program you're selling is worthy to be bought.
All right. Well, let me bring Melanie in at this time. Melanie, conference is about learning and growing and the networking and all of that. But there are also some very exciting things that are going to be taking place. So sort of walk us through, when we come in on the 13th, what will we be expected to do? What will we be participating in? What will we be gaining?
Sure. Well, when you come into conference, in fact, when you reach May, you can't wait for the 13th of May to come. Why the 13th? After we have welcomed you and you have done all the preliminaries that you wanted you would do during the day, because there will be some things going on on the first day, where there will be some contests going on because of those division rather, who are outside of Jamaica, will be conducting their speech contests on that day. But in the evening, this is where the excitement starts. In the evening, we'll have some live karaoke going on. And I know, Madam Host, that you will come and be part of that exciting singing, because we'd love to hear your beautiful voice, and certainly the other voices in the Caribbean. So that's how we'll start the excitement and the ball rolling when conference begins. The very first day. However, conference officially starts on the 14th, which is the next day. During the day, there'll be some exciting things, but there'll be more exciting things in the evening. So the 14th, we're going to have our opening ceremony. And at the opening ceremony, we'll have bearing of flags. So we'll have persons taking the flag, division directors, area directors, taking their territory flags to display themselves on show that very evening. We'll have some exciting entertainment on that very evening, and we're looking forward to seeing our own minister in that evening. We have the following day, which is the Friday. Oh my God, that's a day that you don't want to miss either. But before I tell you about the exciting thing on the Friday, on the Thursday, what is important to note, that will be our cultural evening. What do we mean by that? We're expecting that the persons coming to conference will be dressed in their costumes, their country colors, their national dresses, etc. on that evening.
Do I have to come in my bandana or my black,
Oh,
green, and
sure.
gold?
That's what we want to see as a Jamaican. Sure. Not only the red, green, sorry, the yellow,
Yellow,
green, and
black.
the black.
Mhm.
Certainly not only that, we want it to dress like that, but after all, bandana depicts Jamaican. So we'd love to see you, Madam Host, in your bandana on that evening. We're going to be asking each territory to give us an item that depicts their country. So I want to know a little bit about Barbados. What is so distinct about Barbados? What is it? Poetry? Is it a dance? Is it their music? I don't know what it is. And as a Caribbean person, I want to know more about my Caribbean Toastmasters, brothers and sisters. I want to know more about their country. And I'm sure they want to know about mine. And so everyone will have on show. After that official opening ceremony, we will move over to that cultural part of things where people will be all dolled in their cultural costumes. So that's very exciting, and I can't wait to see it. On the Friday evening, we want to do Toastmasters in the park. Now, outside of Toastmasters in the park, it's called Nyamins and Jammins. But why do we call it Nyamins and Jammins? It's because it is displaying Jamaican heritage, a little of our music, and of course, a little bit of our food. That's the Nyamins part and the Jammins, the music. So we're talking about having people on show, the expression dancers, they will be coming from beginning to end. So where did our music start from? Folklore until we are here in reggae dancehall. So we'll be transitioned over the period to show us a different genre of music and how it
Right.
is. And we will be learning a lot.
So it will be an evolution of the Jamaican music.
Certainly, and we
Tradition.
will learn how to do the moves towards those music as well. So please come geared up that evening in your Toastmasters shirt because we want to be, although we're going to be outside, we want to be represented. So if someone should step in our crowd and the person is not a Toastmaster, we readily can invite the person and invite them and let them know what it is all about. So we're
Oh,
looking forward to that.
Toastmaster Melanie, this is going to be open to non-attendees or just attendees
Well, we'll
of
be
the
in the park,
conference?
so everyone,
Okay.
guess what? We want to capture persons who are not Toastmasters as well. So if they join the crowd, it's an open air event, so we can't lock persons out.
This
And
is
this is a way,
Emancipation Park.
right? The Emancipation Park, where the dome is, that's where we want to be. And so persons will be coming, persons will be curious to see what's happening over there. And so that way we'll get to introduce Toastmasters to persons who are in the park and let them know what it is and capture a few Toastmasters. It's a part of marketing what Toastmasters is all about. Interestingly, distinguished Toastmaster Dali, who will we have there as well? Distinguished Toastmaster Jean Small. Distinguished Toastmaster Jean Small will be there, and she says, I'm coming in my wheelchair and I'm coming with my puppetry, and she's coming to do a bit of storytelling with her puppets. Did you know that Distinguished Toastmaster Small is
Yeah.
into puppetry?
Yes, she's a lady of many parts.
There you go. So
But
I'm
you didn't tell
sure,
me what's happening during the day on Friday, not Toastmaster Melanie.
well, in the day, we'll have some education sessions and
Ah,
some
and then Toastmaster
contests
Molly will tell me a little bit more
and
about that.
right, she will
Okay.
tell you much more about that. So if you want me to skip over into Saturday with those events,
Yes, that's fine.
go
Yes.
ahead. All right. So after those exciting contests again this Saturday, we're going to have more contests this Saturday and some more education sessions. In the evening, we will be having a banquet and awards ceremony. Now, our theme for the evening, well, our color theme is black and gold. So we want everyone to dress up in their prettiest of dress and suits. So we call it a black tie event. And we're expecting to see you that evening where persons will come. This is part of the networking that we'll have. So we'll have lots of entertainment for you. And of course, at the end of the dinner, because we're going to be having dinner during that ceremony. And then at the end, we are going to have a bit of dance. So you would have learned some of the dance Friday evening. And so this is where you're going to be testing your skill or showing everybody what you learned the previous evening on the dance floor as we continue the networking Friday evening after the banquet.
Mhm.
Now, on
Mm.
Sunday, this is the relaxed day now. We're expecting in everything we give thanks. And so we intend to have a church service in the morning right at the hotel, which is AC Hotel. We're
Mhm.
intending to have a church service. Then immediately after church, we're going to get ourselves ready for our tour. It is our intention to have two sets of tours. So we want to have one going out of town to Dunn's River, and in town, we will have them going to three places: the Bob Marley Museum, Devon House, and the Art Walk in Kingston. Have you ever been on the Art Walk? Have you ever been at Devon House, the tour of Devon House, not only to have ice cream and to Bob Marley Museum, because I'm welcoming everybody, including my fellow hosts, to be at those tours. We are going to be learning much more about Devon House, what about Devon House, and certainly at the end, we're going to have some of those delicious ice cream that is on Devon House.
And just on a note of information, Devon House is the house that was built by George Stibel, Jamaica's first Black millionaire. So there's a lot of history and there's a lot to learn. And of course, Devon House is number 4 in the world as the world's best ice cream. Number
Of
4
course, it
on that
is.
list. Yes.
It
So they have
is.
to sample the Devon House ice cream when you come.
Right,
Okay.
right. And there is one of the shops that sell patties. And believe me, when you talk about curry goat patty, I'm telling my people that you must, when you go to the shops, ensure you ask. I'm going to make sure that I ask the persons to have a lot of curry goat patty because you have to have that curry goat patty. It's off the chain. They have several patties, but I'm introducing that one to you. And of
Sorry.
course, at the Bob Marley Museum, the Devon House is about 40 to 45 minutes tour, but of course it may go more than that depending on the questions that may be
Mhm.
asked. With Bob Marley, it's 1.5 or 1 hour touring the entire house, and then another half an hour we'll sit in a theater and watch the documentary about Bob Marley. And
Yes.
then the tour in the art walk is 1 hour. And there's so much there. Some of the graphics will come alive so that you can see and all the history behind why the art is on Water Lane and why those arts and the history behind those artwork. You don't want to miss any of these exciting events that we
Yeah.
will have here in Jamaica for you at District 81 Conference for 2026.
All right. Well, that's a lot going on from the opening ceremony and the entertainment of the 14th, that cultural evening where you're asked to wear your country colors and to depict your country through cultural presentations, whether it's song or dance or poetry or whatever it is, to the Friday Toastmasters in the park with your yammins and your jammins, with your food and your beverage and your music and your little entertainment there. And of course, again, having dance expressions, which is a very interesting and very energetic group that will do that evolution of Jamaican music. They will be on show. And you wear your Toastmasters gear that evening. And Emancipation Park is going to come alive. Jean Small, DTM Jean Small will be there. And of course, all the education features, which when we come back, Toastmaster Molly Plummer, Henry, will tell us a little bit more about. But of course, on Saturday, the contest and all your ed features. I love contests. I love speech contests. I just like to see the amount of work and energy and enthusiasm that goes in. And of course, the support that comes from the cheering squads. And then, of course, in the night or banquet and awards presentation, Black and Gold affair, if you please. And then, of course, we stop to give thanks. Gratitude is an attitude, not a, or you
That's
must have
right.
an
That's right.
attitude of gratitude. And so we give thanks. And then we go touring, whether in and around Kingston on the city tour. And I can endorse all of the products that you have mentioned, both Devon House, Bob Marley Museum, and the Art Walk downtown Kingston. That is going to be fabulous. And then, of course, for those people who wish to go out of town and want to show off their beach bodies, they can tour down Duns River Falls. And of course, Duns River ends right into the sea. So if you want to do it freshwater, you're on the falls. If you want to do salt water, you stay down the bottom in the sea. So some
Right.
jam-packed couple of days of activities and an exciting conference 2026. You don't want to miss it. We're going to take a break. Our tip for today: improve public speaking by knowing your audience, practicing extensively, and structuring your message for clarity with a clear opening, body, and a close. And now let's have a little word with. let's have a little word with Toastmaster Molly. Toastmaster Molly Plummer Henry, you are in charge of the education aspect of conference. You know, some people are coming to be not just to have fun and to network, but to learn and to have lots of takeaways. So tell us a little bit about the plans that you have for the education segment of Conference 2026.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Marlene. Whilst it is that we have heard all about the events, remember what the theme suggests. Caribbean Roots Igniting a Bold Future. We want to ensure that when attendees get here, they're able to continue to develop on their own personal and professional growth. And so we have speakers. We're going to have 6 segments dedicated to one's educational goal or development. And we have speakers from here, District 81, and also from District 47. Now, on the Thursday, apart from our contest that starts from the Wednesday, our education features start on the Thursday. So on the Thursday, we're going to have 3 sessions, and we're going to be looking at power of ownership. Persons want to know what is it that they're coming to get and to continue to grow so that they can ignite a bold future going over into the 2 districts that we're going to be getting. And so we're looking at our presenters. We're looking at how it is that we're going to succeed in a digitized era. We know a part of Toastmasters is all about evaluation. And we want to strengthen our Toastmasters. And so we're looking at effective evaluation. We're going to have an effective evaluation workshop. A lot of persons, sometimes when they stand behind the lectern, they get a little bit nervous. And we want to know what lies behind the lectern. I'm sure hearing all of these topics that are coming, persons are excited because they want to know what it is that they're going to learn, how it is that they can ignite to that bold future that are ahead of them in terms of their own personal and professional growth. And to close off the education feature, we have brought back some of our very own district directors, and we'll be having a conversation, a panel discussion with some of our past district directors. And I'm sure many persons don't remember some of our district directors, but we'll be hearing from them. And the topic that we're looking at, love, lead, reflect the times. We heard from our conference chair, distinguished Toastmaster Janet, who stated that in 2003, we started right here in Jamaica. And in 2026, we're ending District 81 right here in Jamaica. So we're reflecting the times, what it is that Toastmasters International has done for us, how it is that we're going to develop on that, and how it is that we're going to push forward into these 2 districts, continue on our path of growth and development. There are many things in store, distinguished Toastmaster Marlene, where education is concerned. And for attendees, persons who are not yet Toastmasters, when they hear these presenters, they're going to want to join right on the spot. And that's what it's all about. Be influential right there on the spot, that they're going to say, no, I can't afford to miss not being a part of this Toastmasters International.
And tell me, Toastmaster Molly, because you are very enthusiastic and I can feel your passion, what has Toastmasters meant for you, to you in your own professional and personal development? You know, you talk about effective evaluation, you talk about the power of ownership, owning your space and not having that imposter syndrome that so many of us have from time to time, but owning your space and just being your best you. How has Toastmasters helped you as an individual?
Thanks for that question. You know, sometimes you think that you have it and you're able to deliver that speech. But I've learned that the first 10 seconds when you stand before an audience makes that effect. So it's either you're going to make it or you're going to break it. And there are times too when you feel intimidated when you're surrounded by persons who have a higher status than yourself. And you're thinking, for example, distinguished Toastmaster Marlene, always on the television, her articulation or pronunciation. And so when you go and stand against her to say you're going to compete, you're wondering, am I worthy? But Toastmasters International, through the various education programs, have helped to develop me in terms of my public speaking, my leadership skills, and also my communication skills. The networking, working amongst your own, and also learning was being a part of this has helped me tremendously to take on this education chair and to be working with persons who are distinguished Toastmasters, who are district directors, who are regional advisors, and to be able to own my own and to coordinate this is a plus, and it had to be Toastmasters International. I am a true representation of what Toastmasters International can do for you.
There is always more to learn. Always.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Molly. And I look forward to all of these education sessions. I've seen some of the speakers. I know, for example, distinguished Toastmaster Shirley Daly is going to be one of our moderators.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a region advisor. I'm sure
Yes.
a little
Yes.
birdie
Distinguished
told me.
Toastmaster Netanya Walker.
Yes. And she'll be
Yes.
looking at the whole business of digitization and
Exactly.
how do
Yes.
we transition, especially some of
Into
the
the
old fogies like myself. How
yes,
do
into
we
the digitized
transition
era.
to this new era? Because it is a process. And,
Yes.
Toastmasters has gone on their Pathways program, and I think it has taken into account all of the changes that have been taking place in our environment and meeting the needs of professionals like yourself in the programs that they offer. So much more to talk about, but I want to wrap it up for this first program by bringing conference chair, distinguished Toastmaster Janet back to the fore. Tell us, how can we register and where exactly is the conference hotel, and do you still have rooms available, that sort of thing?
Yes, so can you imagine, distinguished Toastmaster Marlene, that for all of these amazing activities and events, you will only pay $230 if you're a member of Toastmasters International. If you're not a member of Toastmasters International, then you will pay $250 to register. No, can
Only
you
$20
imagine?
different?
Can you imagine? Because we want
That's a
persons.
steal.
It
That's a
is.
giveaway.
It is. It is
And you
practically
have
a
all
giveaway.
access to all of these
Access
activities.
to all of the activities from the 13th of May all the way through to the 17th of May. To register for the conference, and not only do you have the opportunity to register for the full conference, but there are persons who may not be able to attend all the sessions, and so you can purchase individual events. You can
Okay,
pay
so I
for
could
a
decide to come to just the
contest.
gala.
Right, you can
Or
come
the
to the
opening.
gala, you can come to the opening ceremony, you can attend just one contest, or you can attend all of the contests, or you can attend one education session, or you can attend all of the education sessions. That option is available for you. And all of that is done via the Eventbrite website. And all you have to do is open the Eventbrite and search for District 81 Caribbean Toastmasters Conference 2026, and it takes you to the page. We will be sharing.
Say that again, District 81,
District
Caribbean.
81 Caribbean Toastmasters Conference 2026. So when you go on the Eventbrite page, just search through their events and look for District 81 Caribbean Toastmasters Conference 2026. If you have a link, which will be on our social media sites and which will be shared, then you click on the link and it takes you directly to the site, and you will see the different options to register.
And do you have your social media handles at hand? Do you have
I
those?
know all of them have Caribbean Toastmasters. So
At Caribbean
81
Toastmasters.
Caribbean Toastmasters. And that
Okay.
will get you to all of our pages, Facebook, Instagram, and we also have a YouTube channel as well as the
Right.
website. Right, District 81 Caribbean Toastmasters.
And it's the AC Hotel.
The conference will be hosted at the AC Hotel, Kingston, which is on Lady Musgrave Road. Currently, they have given us a special for rooms, and the cost for rooms is $210. No, when we talk about these little bit of money,
How much?
$210 per night. This is not per person, this is per room. $210 plus taxes and fees.
Right. So I could come with my
each room.
bestie and
So you come with your bestie. As a matter of fact, you can come with 3 besties because the queen room will sleep 4
4.
persons. And the
gotcha.
charge is per room. We
That's
will
it.
also
That's
be
a good
exploring
price.
other options for other locations, but we do encourage everyone to register for the conference hotel because it will eliminate the need to travel from various places. And because we're going to be taking persons from the hotel to the event on the Friday evening and from the hotel to the various tour locations, then it will be best if everybody is in one place.
Right.
So that
And then there is a cost for the tours that will take place on the Sunday, I'm sure. And that will be an add-on.
There is an additional cost for the tour, as well as if persons want to be transported from locations. There are opportunities for persons who are coming in on the various days. We will make arrangements to transport them from the airport to the conference location, and then we will also make arrangements to transport them back to the airport, but that will be at an additional cost. So that's the only thing extra that you'll need to pay for. You'll only need to pay for transportation, pay for the tour, and whatever shopping you want to do, then those are the additional costs that you'll need to factor in when you're planning to come to the conference. Because the conference fee covers everything else, the gala events, the education sessions, and the speech contests.
Wonderful. Ladies, it has really been a pleasure talking with you. And Toastmaster Molly and Melanie, you have 20 seconds to give one final word before we wrap it up. What do you
I
say to people
I just
watching?
want to say to all persons that are watching, if you have not yet registered, you can't afford not to be at District 81 conference here in Jamaica. Caribbean Roots, igniting a bold future. Come on here and see what it is that we have in store for you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Molly. You used your 20 seconds wisely. Toastmaster Melanie.
Okay, let me see how I can do this now. Listen, Jamaica is the place to be. Who doesn't want to come to Jamaica? When you say Jamaica, you must come to Nyamins and Jammins. You must go to Duns River, Bob Marley Museum, Devon House, the Art Walk, and come and enjoy a bit of the Jamaican food and heritage. One thing you don't forget, come to Jamaica with that song you want to display on the 13th of May. See you soon.
All right.
And
Thank you so
Marlene,
much.
distinguished
Yes.
Toastmaster Marlene, one thing I don't want persons to forget, or something that they should think about,
Yes.
when the question is asked, did you attend the final District 81 conference? Your answer must be yes.
Yes. And I'm going to be there on my head top or on my eye top, as we would say. And of course, all right. So thank you so much for joining us on Voices That Lead. Our special guests this evening, Toastmaster Melanie Mullings Arnold, the events chair, Toastmaster Molly Plummer Henry, or education chair, and of course, our conference chair, distinguished Toastmaster Janet Plummer. If this episode inspired you, share it with your fellow Toastmasters and colleagues. And remember, the stage is waiting for you at the upcoming district conference in Jamaica this May. Register today and come experience the power of communication.